What's up, geeks, nerds, and all that line between? I'm JustACommonFan back with a new video, and as you can tell with the shirt that I'm wearing, it's time for another Marvel Spider-Man on PS4 video. Now, I just finished the game. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the game in a little bit, but in a different video. But I wanted to touch on something really cool that came in the mail the other day from Forbidden Planet. Now, if you guys don't know about Forbidden Planet, it's a shop over in the UK that sells comic books, graphic novels, art books, statues, Funko figures, Marvel Legends, everything. And this is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just want to shout out Forbidden Planet for just being an awesome site and an awesome store. They are located in the UK, so I actually had this item shipped to me from the UK, and the shipping prices and the prices of the items were very, very good. So I was very, very impressed by that. And oh my god, I can't wait to show you guys this. So this will be a real quick video today on Marvel Spider-Man, the art of the game. Now you can also get this from Amazon.com, but this one's a little bit different. As you can tell, it comes with a very special slipcover. This is limited to 300 copies only in the world. 300 copies of this because of a special surprise I'm going to show you guys inside. So first off, let's take a look at this. So this slipcover is amazing. You have the embossed white spider logo here, and it's nice and smooth and slick. Then you have texture over the entire slipcase within Spider-Man's suit. You have texture here, all on the sides here, all on the sides here. You even have texture here on the spine, and it's embossed here where it says the art of the game, Spider-Man, Marvel down here. All of this is embossed. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Mine came with a couple little dings and scratches, but that's to be expected because it did ship from the UK. But oh my gosh, I am just in love with this piece. There's also a little bit of something on here. I think I can actually scrape this off, but I haven't tried it because I don't want to mess up the white spider symbol. And it's the same exact on the back. But yeah, this is so cool. I mean, you can feel the texturing, you can feel the detailing and the webbing and pattern on the suit. I mean, it feels like you're touching. I mean, this that's not kind of weird. It feels like you're touching Spider-Man's chest with the advanced suit that he has in the game, and the art book is inside. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, the art book also comes with a special slip cover or dust cover. I don't know what these things are called. Of an epic fight scene in the subway between Spider-Man and Mr. Negative. This is also the image used to house the Marvel's Amazing Red Special Edition PS4. This is also the artwork you get on the box for that. So I think it's pretty cool that they kind of connect those two together. Here you see Spidey fighting Mr. Negative, and it's just one long piece. I'm actually going to take it off anyway because I'm going to show you what the actual hardcover looks like. But it's just one piece. You see here, and there's the back. And if you open it up, pretty awesome display here. I don't know if you guys can see all that at once, but pretty epic scene in the game. It's a pretty awesome fight. And is it just me, or is that kind of like it could be Matt Murdock? It's not. I know. I'm just saying he's mentioned so much in the game, and you can also pay a visit to Nelson and Murdoch, attorney at law, their office building. So I thought it was really, really cool. So hopefully he'll show up in a future game. But there's that dust cover there for the game. Oh man, that's so cool. And then for the hardcover of the book, you just get this epic white spider. Again, tying into the special edition PS4 that we have, tying into the advanced suit, tying into the special edition slipcover. So cool. And then on the back, you just have Marvel and Insomniac Games, and then red fading into black here. Now this art book is incredible. I'm not going to show you too much for those that haven't played the game yet, but here is the opening, which are some sketches by Peter on his spider gear, possible logos, stuff like that. It also carries over to the very back of the book. I think it's the same images, but this is the very back of the book. Same Spider-Man sketches by Peter himself. And the book starts off with some awesome introductions. It has an introduction from Bill Roseman, who's the executive creative director behind Marvel Games. and it's titled "The Kid Who Loves Spider-Man." So if you're a Spider-Man fan and you've read the old Spider-Man comic books, you'll know why that's important. He also explains why it's important in the introduction, but you'll know. And then it's also partnered up with that awesome image of Spidey fighting Mr. Negative in the subway. Then you had the epic scene from the trailer of Spider-Man landing on that helicopter with a introduction from Brian Intihar, the creative director from Insomniac Games, who is in charge of this project. And there's the image there. Then you also get another introduction by the actual author of the book, Paul Davies. I believe this is from Paul Davies. It doesn't say it's from Paul Davies, but I mean his name is on the cover of the book, so I'm assuming that this is from him. He's also the guy who wrote the original, the novel that came out that's supposed to be a prequel to the game, called, I can't remember what it's called right now. I actually have it right over there. Great book too, by the way. And then it's more, and another cool image of Spidey here. More introduction. I think I missed that. I don't think I showed you guys the spider image on this page. Yeah. Another cool spider image. And again, these are not spoilers. These are just pictures of the costume. Now, what's really cool about this game, about this book, is that it's broken up into part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. It's 4 parts, right? And basically, if you... Yeah, it was part 3. So the book is broken up into 3 parts based on the 3 different parts of the game. The introduction, the middle part, and then the end. And so if you buy this book, or if you buy the other art book on Amazon, which I'll put a link down below, it's the same exact content. It just doesn't have the slip cover and the special edition dust cover, but it's the same exact content on the inside. If you want to get this book while you're playing the game, you can actually read along as you're playing the game, right? So you can finish part 1 and then go in and read part 1 of the art book. Finish part 2, go in and read part 2 of the art book. That way you won't get anything spoiled for you. And it has the table of contents right there to make sure that you don't spoil anything for yourself. Now, I just want to show you some quick shots here. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but here's some concept image of a street in New York. Some concept images of how the advanced Spidey suit is going to look. And you can see, the original plan was to have the Spidey symbol be black. And then they actually changed it and made it white, which stood out. And I have to admit, when I first saw it, I didn't like it. And then after playing the game and playing through all the different suits in the game, I always find myself going back to that suit. So it's really, really cool. Also, Spider-Man looks a little bit beefed up here than he normally looks. Maybe he got a little bit of the Oz serum, I don't know. Here we go. Here's some logos. I think these are from inside the game. When you see them when the game starts and the camera is panning through Peter's apartment, you see some sketches that he did for his spider symbol, or it's also in his office too, I believe, when you find out about his job that he's doing. And then here are the final concept images of the suit right here, and then some information on how they got to that point. I love these art books, man. I love reading about the... Oh, here's the original suit. No spoilers, because the game opens up with you in this suit. There's the original suit. I love this because it really, really, really gives you a really good detail and a really good look into how they make the game. How they make the game. Right? There's a Spider-Punk suit, one of my favorites as well. That's in the game, but it gives you great background on all the work that it took just from the art perspective to put the suits in the game, and it goes into detail about why they included certain suits over others, why they chose different color patterns over others, why they couldn't include this but they wanted to include that. It's awesome. And I mean, it goes into detailing about the even down to the weapons in the game, the webbing, the villains. I mean, it's beautiful. Here's some concept images here of Miles Morales and his mom, of how they were going to look in the game, and then the final product. I might have to say that I like Miles' mom's design, but I kind of prefer one of these two, personally. But yeah, so she looks awesome. Oh man, Miles Morales in the game is great. He fits into the story so well. Here's a concept of Martin Lee aka Mr. Negative, concept to final production. And here's some more images over here. So I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I don't want to show off too much. Just know that there is some amazing images in here. Oh, let me show you this one last. This last image I'll show you. This is the image from the trailer that they showed with Spidey fighting in the prison. So there's the concept art. And it's just great to play the final product and see what they wanted to do when they started off and then where the game actually ended up. And I'm not going to go through this all the way through because I don't want to spoil it for you because there is a lot of spoilers in here. And I don't want to accidentally spoil something for you if you haven't yet played the game. So that's the art book. The reason why this one is also 300 copies only is because it comes with something special. So I really do think that video games are a work of art. And I think that Marvel Spider-Man is a perfect example of how video games can be labeled as an art form. So for us fans, we get, oh my gosh, 2 art prints from the game. I can only show you one of them because one of them is a spoiler. So I can't show you this one. Oh, I want to show you this one so bad, but I can't show it to you because it's a spoiler. But I will show you this one. Check it out. This is a fight scene. I guess it's kind of a spoiler, but I mean, you know Rhino's in the game, you know Scorpion's in the game, you know you're gonna have to fight them at some point. And this is one of my favorite boss battles in the game was this one because you have to use so many different types of Spider-Man's abilities, and you really have to rely on his Spidey sense as well. And it's so cool. And you might be thinking, oh, well, this isn't real. They didn't really sound this. It's just printed on. No. If you're not careful, these will rub off. If you can look at the back, because it was in the envelope with the other one, you can see here that the signatures on the other one are starting to rub off a little bit. So these are real. This crew over at Insomniac Games, the art team, tons of people signed this. Now, the only thing I wish they would have included in this is maybe a list of who signed this, because while I can read some names like Bobby, Josh, N. Walker, I don't really know these people. So I guess I could compare this to the credits in the game, but it would have been great if they would have included a list of names of people who signed this form, who signed these art prints. So here's the only one I can show you without spoiling the game. Just know if you do order this from Forbidden Planet or eBay or wherever you happen to find it, it does come with 2. I just can't show you the second one because it is a spoiler of the main villain in the game if you haven't played the game yet. But this is so cool. And I have to say, by looking at this concept image and actually playing the game, they nailed it right on the head. I mean, this looks like an actual scene from what I played. So it's very cool. So that's that. So that's it, guys. I want to do a quick video showing you guys that art book. I can't wait to really dive into it when I have time, especially now that I'm done with the game, so nothing will be spoiled for me. But that's it. Stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you more coverage of Spider-Man with my quick thoughts on the game, and also an interesting topic that I was surprised was covered so often in the game, and I want to see what you guys think about it as well. So make sure to hit that subscribe button below, hit the like button if you like this video, and feel free to leave down a comment and tell me what, if you played the game, no spoilers, what is your favorite boss battle in the game? Tell me down below, okay? And leave out the final boss battle just in case anybody hasn't played the game yet and they don't want it spoiled. But out of the characters revealed, which boss battle was your favorite? All right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And hey, what do I know? I'm just a common fan.